can still do
it. Yeah. Devout man. God fearing. Heaven was watching. Amen. Cornelius praying every day. Hey. Hands lifted up, he found a way. Yeah. Gave to the poor, didn't ask for fame. God knew his heart, he called his name. Hey! Incense rise like a prayer in the sky. Tears in his eyes till he testified. Didn't know heaven was taking note. Every seed he sowed, God wrote it down. Cornelius, God see your prayer. He see him. Cornelius, God hear your tears. He hear him. Don't stop praying. Don't stop giving. Keep going. Heaven got your name. Just keep living. Amen. Hey, angel showed up in the middle of the day. Whoa. Said your prayer.
What's going on? We back in that thing. What I'm buying, I'm telling you right now. I told y'all it's gonna be a real short live, and you see what I'm doing. Don't say it out loud now. Don't type it in the chat. Don't say it out loud. But no, I'm not getting into SpaceX at the IPO. I ain't getting in now. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me? I'm about to go live on Money Man. I'm about to go live on Money Man when I get to the house. So for the ones that ain't subscribed over there, y'all need to go subscribe right now. But now, so I ain't getting SpaceX IPO. Right now, what I've been listening to and reading and hearing that SpaceX got a valuation that people are trying to pile in on the IPO up to $75 billion. They were trying to raise, I think, $75 billion, and I think they got 4 times that already. So I think it's up to 200 and something million. I don't know exactly. I don't remember the number exactly, but I think they got like $200 million worth of people trying to get into the SpaceX IPO. And me trying to get one share, I don't think I would have been able to get it, that one share, at $135 or whatever the price, be after the IPO or whatever. But it's a lot of people trying to pile in. So like I told y'all on my last live, it's a high demand, but little supply. So they only got 556 million shares that's coming out on this IPO. And these institutions and some of these people that got these boatloads of money that didn't get in on the early investment on SpaceX, they're gonna try to buy up as much as possible at this IPO. So I done seen people dropping $50,000 to $100,000 on this IPO, just retail investors. But I ain't got that much right now. I'm just being honest. So I'm trying to get in where I can fit in. So we gonna probably wait about 2-3 months, see what happens, so we can get some on the chart, and then we'll start charting it to see how it's moving. But I do expect it to run up, because I told you I was gonna swing trade it. If I did get that one share, I was gonna swing trade it. But I think it is gonna run up, but it might come back crashing down because the company only made $18 billion for SpaceX. Now, the thing that people buying in on is the AI. They buying in on the AI part of SpaceX. I watched this video, the one dude, he broke it down. The little I forgot what they call it. Basically, explained it and started with a P. I'm country folk. I can't say all these words. I had to hear somebody else say it again, and then I had to repeat it. But it started with a P, basically like the white paper. If you know about crypto, you know about what I mean by white paper, to explain the breakdown of the company. And basically the IPO, it explains the breakdown, the S1, that's what they call it. That's the short version, the S1 of SpaceX. So the dude, the man, he broke it down and saying people is buying SpaceX with the intentions of the AI, because before SpaceX merged with XAI, SpaceX wasn't even valued at the amount it's valued at. So you basically paying for the AI right now. But the potential in long term, it depends on if you planning on holding it for a long time. Hold on. But yeah, so that's why I'm at with it. So the company I will be investing in is VCX. Like I told y'all before, VCX, there's one I got in real early. I already got 12 shares locked up for 180 days, 6 months from when they IPO earlier in March. So I had brought y'all videos about that on this channel right here. So if you ain't subscribed and you don't know what about VCX, I want to explain it a little bit. But at the same time, that's where I'm gonna start building my positions in outside of the 12 that I already got. Even though I know it's a little high right now, I should have got in when it was $70. I told y'all it was coming back down after we seen VCX run all the way up from $38 to $575. Then it come crashing down. People were swing trading it. So that's what I was trying to do with SpaceX. But I'm a long-term investor in VCX. And the reason why I say that is because of the companies that it holds in the private equity ETF. That's basically what it is, an ETF. They in the red. Everything in the red right now. But that's where I'm gonna go next. When they're saying everything in the red. Now, if you don't know Tom Lee, I suggest you go Google his name real quick. And you might need to follow everything he's saying. Now, I ain't gonna say be blind to it and just whatever Tom Lee say, that's what it is. But he is a brilliant mind with the stock market. He done predicted a lot of stuff that's going on. He done predicted it. And what he say is, with all this red going on, he still say the market is bullish. That means the market still can go up. So it's just a pullback to let everybody start buying in. You don't want to get in so much of fear when it's red. Then when you want to pounce and start buying up everything. So I'm holding some of the stock options I got. I'm holding them even though I'm down. I ain't down like a lot. I'm only down like $20, $30 on each one. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I'm down hundreds of thousands of dollars in the options I mean, because I buy my options smart. I had to make a video of how I pick my options a little later. But if you playing the option game and you got some, I wouldn't be selling right now. I just hold tight because I do leap options. That's another thing that a lot of people don't do. So I do leap options, and that's a big difference between doing zero DTE. That means 0 days expiring. Like day trading and leap options is totally different. I tried to day trade. I'm still trying to learn it, but that's why I lost all my money at trying to day trade. So I got in, I learned the method from Wall Street Trapper, and then I combined all the people that I learned from Keenan Grace, stock up with Larry Jones, stock Mo, and stocks with Josh. I learned from all of them and Chris Sane, and I put it all together and made my own investing style. So that's why I do leap options. So $1,000 ain't a lot. It's a lot when you're not working with a lot. So you get what I'm saying? So that's what that is right there. I'm about to get out. But yo, so that's why I'm saying I'm getting VCX. I'm getting VCX. I want to start loading up on that, and then I'm gonna tell you the reason why is because VCX got all the companies that's about the IPO. They got SpaceX, 5%. You got Anthropic, the company that made Claude, the Claude AI. VCX got them at 20% in the portfolio. And then you got OpenAI. Them are the top 3 companies that about to IPO this year in 2026. So SpaceX, the first one. Then you got Anthropic and OpenAI. They already done filed their paperwork to IPO. So that's why I said I'm gonna get VCX. Losing the other day, fooling 47. But what? You gotta reword it. But yeah, so that's why I'm gonna get VCX, because it owns a piece of all the companies, just not one. And I think VCX got a real chance to start exploding, especially when all these companies finally do IPO, which is Anthropic and OpenAI. And them having so much of Anthropic in their VCX, it really gonna play a big part of VCX moving up, along with the other companies they got. They got other companies that's not IPOing yet. That's a part of this AI movement. I know a dog right now. Part of the AI movement, and Databricks is one of them, and then they got a couple other ones in there. He calls me. Feed my turtle. I got a turtle. Don't tell nobody on Money Man. You already know I got a turtle. Got a pet turtle. But yeah, what I did with them packing. So yeah, VCX is a game changer. And Uncle Larry, he done bought some. He bought some VCX. So when an investor like that, who I follow, who ain't really talked about it, he bought some. So that means they're telling me I'm on the right path, but I had already got in it when it was on Fundrise. Now, if y'all don't know what Fundrise is, you might want to take a look and look at that too. It's basically a real estate investing where you can invest money, and they the company buy real estate, and you get like based on how much money you. $139 a share. It went down that much already. When I looked at it early this morning, it was at 150. Let me look right quick. I got 2 phones. Then my first time live streaming on StreamYard. Now it is at 138. I might what broker you use? I got a lot of them. I got Robinhood, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, Vanguard, Webull, Moo. I got all of them. Now I ain't saying you gotta have all of them, but I have all of them because first of all, a lot of them do different things. And then some of them have different tools, research tools on them that you can use to help you if you want to. And then sometimes I'm using Webull more than anything. But if I want to buy some of these stocks over here, I ain't got to put them on Webull, because mainly right now I'm just trading options on Webull. I ain't really buying no stocks like that. But Vanguard is where I got all my stocks that I'm buying and holding forever. You know what I'm saying? So Vanguard, I call them my old head. Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, E-Trade. Well, E-Trade a little new, but E-Trade, Charles Schwab, all them old heads to me. So they've been in the game for a minute. But like Robinhood, if you're a beginner, I suggest Robinhood. Weeble straight, but you got to get a little bit more technical with Weeble because they got the charts on there. But that's why I like Weeble because it got the charts, and Moo it got the charts too. But Moo got some other tools on it that Weeble don't and Robinhood don't. So it's just all you do. Just you make an account of all of them because the reason why I say that is back when GameStop had that happen where they halted, GameStop was running up like crazy, like a short squeeze or whatever. And then they halted the stock and people couldn't sell or they couldn't get in. Only certain platforms had halted the stock on their platform. So, you don't want to get stuck just using one platform when you can apply and get multiple accounts. Just same thing with bank accounts. That's just me now. You can do whatever you want to do. But no, so I do that and have multiple bank accounts because I'm getting ready for the overflow. I'm saying. Diversified into all these different portfolios and all these different bank accounts to where I can spread my money out and start making my money make money. Increasing my asset window, as Myron Golden would say. I'm trying to that window, the asset producing income, the income producing asset window. I said it backwards. The income producing asset window on my house. I'm trying to make it as big as possible. The way you can drive a truck through it. So everything I'm learning, and like how I'm talking to y'all just right now off the top of my head, I ain't even looking at nothing. It's just stuff I've been learning over time. Like I ain't saying you're gonna learn it all in one day or one night or 1 year. It might take a couple of years to learn. And I'm still learning stuff right now because I don't know how to read the chart like a master, but the more practice you do, the better you're gonna get. And the more you read and the more you start understanding stuff, the better you're gonna get. That regardless of anything. They ain't just the stock market, that with anything. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I created this channel. And I'm jumping back on the, talking about stocks and crypto because it helped me. Helping y'all is helping me because now I got to do the research and look up stuff. And now I'm learning. And then I bring it to y'all, then y'all learning. But I still say, go look it up for yourself. That's what I say. Always do your own research. Just don't believe the first person. But that's what I've been learning. And the stock options, I want to start talking about that more, but that's a whole different subject. Like you really gonna have to know the basics of the stock market. And when I say certain stuff, you're gonna have to learn that first before you can even think about options. Because if you jump right into options like I did and don't know what you're doing, you're gonna lose a lot of money. And they took away that 25-day pattern, 25,000 pattern rule, whatever. You got to have a minimum of $25,000 to trade more than 3 times a day or whatever. I can't remember. I think it was like a day trade or pattern, whatever the rule was. They got rid of. They're gonna create a lot of people, make a lot of people start losing a lot of money. It's gonna help a lot of people, and then it's gonna hurt. It probably gonna hurt more people than it helped. Because now beginner traders, they gonna jump in and they gonna think they can just keep trading all day and then they're gonna blow up their account. And they ain't gonna have no money to trade because they done blew their account up. So now you gotta reload and add more money to your account, but you ain't learned nothing because you so emotional. And then that's another thing. You gotta learn how to take your emotions out that game, man. You gotta let your money do what it do. Because the stock market is designed to go up. So it's gonna go up. It ain't designed to pull back and stay down. Now you're gonna have some periods where it is down, but then when you have your dry powder, which is money for one that don't know, you had your dry powder ready, and then you start buying up everything you've been looking at. You've been researching on. You always gotta do your own research. But like it's some ETFs and some stocks that y'all might like that I might not like, and vice versa. There's some stocks y'all might like, stocks I might like, but y'all don't like. But like I like to think outside the box, and that's why I created this channel so I could talk about it. You know, and if you like I say, all these haters and trolls and stuff, you know, on the other channels and people that doubt and all that, y'all go ahead and make your own YouTube channel, your own social media platform. It's free. You can go jump on here like I am right now and talk about whatever you want to talk about. You're gonna have somebody hating regardless. But yeah, so I'm getting VCX, man. With all that being said, I want to start loading up DCA. I ain't saying I'm going in heavy or nothing, but the money I do got that I am willing to lose, I want to start buying pieces of VCX and building my portfolio outside of the 12 that I already got. And then there's some other stocks, like some of the ETFs too. But VCX is really one that I think got the potential to like explode when all three of these companies that they own a big percentage come when after they IPO. So then we got SpaceX Friday. Like I said, yeah, high reward, but I mean, I'm a long-term investor. Like I ain't, you know, I would have got in the IPO. I know, Jamil, you missed it, but I had already told you anyway. But I was getting in SpaceX the swing trade. I wasn't gonna long-term hold this until after all this, you know, the price started coming down or they start releasing all what they gonna release till everything got released, and then you really gonna know. But I need to see the chart, you know, because a lot of people got money to go ahead and go heavy in the IPO. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't saying you shouldn't do it, but that means if you going heavy in it, that means you got conviction in the stock and you plan on holding it for a while. You ain't gonna sell it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people sit there and sell it because they get scared as soon as it drop. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. But I'm trying to get to that point. Arkansas and SpaceX too. Yeah, you know, Kathy Wood gonna get it. I watched the video of her talking about it today too. She was talking about how Elon Musk, you know, he positioning himself to you know, my favorite word, take over the world, but he positioning himself to build them data centers in space. And he trying to be one of the first ones to build them in space, and then he gonna take that mess all the way to Mars. It's gonna be crazy, man. They're gonna have data centers on Mars. He's gonna have people on Mars. He's gonna have them robots on Mars. And then she said something about the robo taxis too. Like she said, when the robo taxis come out, Tesla robo taxis come out and be full force, they're gonna start decreasing the cost of transportation because Elon Musk building the robo taxi, so he keeping his costs down on what he got to charge because everything is in-house. Buying for my robot, cashing out tag free, 59 and a half. I thought you was already that old Jamel, but yeah, see, that'll be the smart thing to do though. A lot of people don't know that though. They don't know what a Roth IRA is, or they ain't got one. They gotta still got a 401k. Ain't nothing wrong with a 401k, but you know that money you put in a 401k ain't taxed yet. So when you get of age, with that 401k, when you take out that money, it's gonna get taxed at whatever the tax rate is of that year. You 52. But you ain't got long then. I'm trying to stick with my FFAI. They are electric and AI with robot. You need to tell me what that is. Like, I don't know everything, you know. But that one of the ones you sent me? Well, who had said they worked at that electric company? Can't remember who it was. But yeah, so that's my move on it. I'm trying to be smart and calculated with mine because it's only a small amount that I'm working with right now. And I'm trying to grow mine. I ain't trying to blow it up. Cause if I blow it up, that's it. Yeah, roll. All right, for my sake. Yeah, they good. They good. But see, this the type stuff they need to be teaching in school, man. They don't teach nobody about no financial literacy in school. Like, you gotta learn this stuff on your own. And that's why skin folk, I don't know if I got some in here, but skin folk, they got the advantage when it comes to this type of stuff right here, because they getting taught this stuff when they young and little, and they done seen it all their life. So it just becomes something natural. They ain't scared of it like a lot of folk is. Man, you don't need to be putting your money in that. That thing could go down. Of course it's gonna go down. That's when you need to buy. But that's how it goes. But yeah, I'm getting something to eat, man. Don't judge me. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. And I'm trying to build my foundation. So I'm waiting for that and getting ready for that overflow. Hold on. Yep. All right. Can I get some Polynesian Chick-fil-A sauce and the honey roast? All right, thank you. Now? All right, thank you. You too. You can't find any research that VCX is doing. Go on to Fundrise, fundrise.com, or I think you type in VCX Fundrise in Google. Cause they got a website. They got a website with everything on it. It'll show you the performance, what they projected and everything. It's all on their website. You give me funded account. What you mean funded account? I told them I don't know everything now. Or you talking about a margin account? Well, you ain't doing no margin account. Cause there was another. I got the screenshot and everything. They talking about the margin accounts is at the highest, one of the highest levels they ever done been at. They're basically people borrowing money to invest with. And then I got to the peak. It done got to a peak to where it gonna come to where they ain't gonna be able to pay back the money. And now the market gonna start crashing. But that's supposed to come sometime this year. Tom Lee said it. And the other guy I watched, Joseph Hogg. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name, but he got a little community called Bowtie Nation. He was like really literally the first person I started watching on YouTube. And he had made a video about it, about the stock market crash and all that. And all them people buying stocks and stuff with margin accounts. They're dangerous, man. They're dangerous. I do not suggest that. Only do cash accounts only. If you don't know what you're doing, use cash accounts only. That's just my opinion, though. Not financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. But yeah, I don't want the only money I want to borrow is out my bank account. That's it. Unless you're getting a loan, then that's all totally different thing. Using other people's money, but you gotta know how to make money with it. You gotta be able to make money with it. I ain't know I was gonna be on this long, but I'm about to go ahead and get off because I'm about to get on Money Man. You already know. I'm about to get on that live stream. I'm almost back to the house. But that's where I'm at with it. Y'all got any more questions? No Money Man, a little country boy. But he learning, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to share the knowledge and y'all helping me too. Some stuff I know, y'all know I don't know yet. Some of y'all, you know, y'all older, so y'all been in the game longer. Charles Ward, yeah, I said Charles Ward. Yeah, I got Charles Ward, Fidelity, Vanguard, E-Trade. Yeah, them old hair. Well, I put E-Trade in there just because they've been out a little longer than Weeble, Mubu, and Robinhood. That's why I throw E-Trade in there. And TD Ameritrade, they are old head too. That's what I call them, old head. But yeah, I got Vanguard. I got stocks on Vanguard. My kid. Oh man, I'm trying to get that to that position. And I should have bought. I ain't know what I was doing, man. In 2022, I should have bought that mess. I had Meta and Google. I got both of them things at $90-something a piece, man. And I'm telling you, I should have loaded up. Charles Wise, zero no ATM fee. I was on Charles Wise. I had to liquidate my account. And running out of money. But I ain't know what I know now, even though that went too long ago. You live when you learn, man. Now I got multiple bank accounts, spread money all around, getting ready for that overflow. Pay it firm. It's at $80. You will have to trade on a funded account. Yeah, I ain't never heard of that. But I'll look it up though. Definitely would look it up. Free international transaction. Well, I know that what you got, Jamil. 50% in the firm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Definitely gonna have to look that up. Well, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I ain't getting SpaceX. I'm gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna put some money on VCX and see what it do. It's down today, but I'm expecting it after Friday. Or even on Friday. I'm expecting that mess to start moving all the way back up toward the 200 price. Once people start figuring out they can't get SpaceX, their money that they trying to rotate, they're gonna get it back because they ain't gonna get all their SpaceX shares and they're gonna want to put it somewhere that got SpaceX in it. And when they find VCX, well, some of them already know about it and then Swain traded it. But when they find it and see they got SpaceX, OpenAI, and Anthropic in there, oh, it's over with. It is over with. Tell it. But I might go ahead and get all that thing. So I can go live on my other channel. Money Man, you already know. Talk about Shador. I had made that live to set up the live, so I don't know if Coach Prime there or not. I ain't looked at nothing, but I'm about to find out. But there it is right there. I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about the Brown Town opulence. Y'all already know what time it is.